Hello, in this video I'm gonna tell you how to install Windows on your HP OmniBook X. And since this laptop has an ARM processor, it runs on ARM architecture, which isn't really common yet. Maybe in the future it will, but it comes with some problems that require you to actually do it a bit differently than you would on any other laptop. Although that video is gonna be quite simple as long as you follow everything that I show you and as you listen to every step carefully. So why would you install Windows in the first place? The answer is pretty simple. It's most probably because you don't have access to your system right now, because it might have been locked with a password that you weren't able to recover, even though there is an option to recover it, and also there's a video on our channel on it. But if you weren't able to recover it, then maybe it's great to just watch this video and install Windows, right? Then also, if you don't have any system or if the system is corrupted, you also may want to install it. So if you can't access the system right now on your laptop, you'll need to use a different Windows computer. It has to run Windows, and that's basically the only thing you need. Also, that computer has to have internet connection, and you need a USB drive. That's at least 32 gigabytes. Typically for Windows installation, I'd say 8 gigabytes, but HP recommends 32, so that's what HP recommends. I don't really know if a lower capacity USB will work, but 32 gigabytes USB drives, if you don't have any, they aren't too expensive from what I think. So first, I'll start using a different device, not the OmniBook that I have open right now, but a different Windows device basically. So let's just move on to my computer right now. And on the computer, go to Microsoft Store. You can see I have it already opened. And yeah, you should simply search for HP Cloud Recovery Tool. Now click on Install. This tool will be used to create the USB drive that will have Windows on it. And we are doing it with this recovery tool, not with standard Windows ISO, because on some ARM laptops, there is a problem with drivers that are very critical, and without those drivers you can't even run the Windows installation. So we need the installation from HP, so we have all the files embedded. Let's open the HP recovery tool. It tells me that it requires administrative privileges, so let's go to search bar at the bottom on your taskbar and search for HP Cloud Recovery once it's installed, and click on the Run as Administrator on the right side. Then accept the license terms, click on Next, and do not restart, do not turn off the computer you're working on right now. Don't disconnect the system from the network, and once we plug in the USB drive, don't unplug it until I say so, basically. So it will initialize for a moment. Also, I think it's a great time to mention it right now that you need to have your power cord plugged into your HP OmniBook all the time until everything is finished. Otherwise, you simply may break something on your laptop, so it's better to have the power cord plugged in all the time. Now it asks you if you want to send additional technical information to HP. I'll select yes, but it doesn't really matter. Now you'll need to enter the product ID. So the product ID will be found on the bottom of your laptop. So now we will move on to the laptop for a moment. And on the bottom of your laptop, there will be a product ID. So I'll just flip the laptop over. I can see the product ID somewhere here. You can see it says prod ID. So I'll just like type that right in and I'll be back to you. And as you can see, the product ID is entered. It has to be entered with the country code at the end, so with the hash and everything. So yeah, now we have it. Now we don't because I deleted it, so sorry for that. Let's simply fix that. Okay. Now it selects the country code and the operating system automatically. So now let's just click on next. It will start finding the installation image. Then plug your USB into the computer you're using right now. By the way, remember that if your HP currently works, you can use it, of course, to create the USB bootable drive. If just something's corrupted, but you can still use the laptop. I've plugged the drive in. You can see I actually had recovery on it, but select it and make sure you select the correct one because it will remove everything on the drive. And yeah, you just don't want your files to get lost if you select a wrong drive. So you maybe unplug all the other drives if you're not sure which one to choose. And yeah, once I have it, just click on next. Then do not turn off your computer, do not unplug the USB drive, or just leave it as it is. Just click on OK, it'll start partitioning, then it'll do all the other stuff and it will take a moment. So I'll just be back to you when everything is done. This bar here may load even up to several times. And when it says ready, you can simply click on OK or cancel, because this asks you if you want to remove the downloaded temp files to save disk space. And honestly, I'd remove it because you'll probably forget to remove it later anyway. So I'll just finish everything up and we're gonna be moving on to the HP. So I'll just unplug the drive from my computer I was working on and let's plug it into the HP. Then also I'll turn it off. I'll shut the laptop down because it's currently on, just in sleep mode. Okay, so let's shut it down. What I'll do is simply click on the power icon and click on shut down. Shut down anyway. And after it shuts down, wait for some time. I'll just wait, like when the screen goes off, for maybe like 30 seconds or so to make sure it is fully off. And now you should, after it's fully off, when the light on the power button also isn't lighting up, you should press on the power button and immediately after releasing it, start repeatedly pressing on escape key on your keyboard, the one in the top left corner. So let's do it. Then click on F9 to go to boot menu. Once you're in this menu, select your USB hard drive using the arrows, of course, and then click on enter. And now I believe that it should start booting from that USB drive. We'll see, because unfortunately it's not always the case. Doesn't always work, but you can try multiple times, of course. And I'll just get back to you when it's ready. Now you should see this screen. I have two selections, like French or English, so I'll select English. Then click on OK. And now simply click on Next. Of course, there are some important things here, so feel free to read those. Then it asks you if you want to continue. This process will format all the hard drives. All files on the hard drives will be deleted, and the hard drives will be restored to original factory settings. Do not disconnect AC power during the factory image recovery. So click on Yes, then click on Next. Now click on OK. Then it'll start doing a few things. It shouldn't take too long now. And now when this screen shows, it is important for you to first remember not to shut down the computer, of course, and don't connect the AC power. It is indeed very important. And do not attempt to access the computer, because it will sometimes boot into the system and do something automatically within the system, but don't touch it until the whole process is finished. And you should click on continue, and once you click on continue, unplug the USB drive. It is important, very important. Nothing should be attached to your computer, not a mouse, not a keyboard, just your AC power, just your power cord, and that's it. So I'm clicking on continue. Then click on OK and unplug the USB. And now wait for it to finish everything up. You can see that the recovery is complete. You don't really need to click on anything here because it will restart automatically in a certain amount of seconds, but I'll just click on finish to restart the computer now. And now I'm in the setup process, so let's see what it asks me first. The language, of course. So let's select the language. Then click on yes and continue through the rest of the setup. I won't show you the setup because there is a video on it already. So if you need a video on a setup, feel free to watch that. And I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.